this is not going to be where I'm putting the camera, the new point, tilt, and zoom thingamajig, but I wanted to just play around with it a little bit. So this is more or less where you would be if you were, I don't know, maybe 5'5" or something, staring from the Russian side of things. I think that would be about right. What am I doing right now? Well, I'm just more or less taking my sweet ass time with the Russians. Just putting on these little beads, which you can see over here. And yeah, just differentiating which corps, like which battle groups belong to which corps and which army and all that stuff. And then I'll write it into the thing later on. It also, I have a hard time sleeping. I've given up anyways. I did stop drinking coffee like by the time noon came around, but it hasn't done a sweet pea all thing, and I did that for a month. So I've gone back to just drinking coffee as long as I want. It doesn't really matter. But doing something like this is going to be taxing for my mind because I have to start thinking about I just have to do a lot of record keeping and whatnot, which is going to be nice. So that'll get me a little bit tired, which I need to do, even though like I don't kind of want to do it, if you know what I mean, but I kind of have to do it. It's kind of neat to see how much dithering too is going to be with, I mean, obviously this is due to the speed of my computer, the length of the, all kinds of things, but it'll be neat to see what kind of effects, this is going to have. I'm also listening to music and so on and so forth. I'll play around with the camera a little bit. You can see what's going on in the world. Well, I've got to zoom in too. So I'm over here. Oh, actually, I'll zoom on over. What am I saying? I don't even have to go that way. I can just kind of, I have to see. Yeah, so I'll show you what I'm up to. And there. I think you can see, well actually I'll get out a little bit. So there is, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just putting in the corps. I just finished doing the 7th Army and I'm starting up, excuse me, a little bit on the 1st Army. Trying to figure out because, the 1st Army HQ is way over here. This is the 1st Corps. I thought they had a 2nd Corps as well, but I obviously transferred the 2nd Corps HQ over to 10th Army. I guess they needed it more the way I was looking at it, more so than the 1st Army. So I'm trying to figure out which. I know that I was not with Rennenkamp anyways here with the 1st Army. I wasn't going to be mounting any attacks. It was just going to be all defensive. So I could worry about the length of supply or command, whatever you want to call it, of 8 hexes for a counterattack. Whereas with the attacks, of course, it would be 4 hexes. So I'm okay here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all these guys could be, technically in there, which I think I'm probably going to do. I need to get him the hell out of here, quite frankly. But maybe I'll assign these guys 51 here. I'll have to take a look and see what's there. 51. Yeah, like I said, it's not the best whatever, but it'll be interesting. And also I can look down at the time and I can stop at a relatively, maybe at about 10 minutes. Like I said, okay, good. So I can actually move somebody over there, but if I need to. All right, so I'll assign the 51st Infantry Division to the 1st Corps. I'm going to go grab a bead here. And I think that's it. And the rest are all going to be 1st Army. Direct. Just makes sense. Just due to the fact that I don't know, oh yeah, here I am saying it's okay to be drinking coffee all day long, except when I'm doing this micro work. It's like, what the hell? I gotta really be careful. You should have saw me a couple of days ago. Oh my God. It was just nuts. I almost needed a 3rd arm to keep my other 2 from shaking. Okay, that's right. 1st Army Direct is purple. Yeah, and I'll just truck along that way, and I just take my time, and it lets me take a look at the terrain and think about things slowly and surely. Try to remember what what each side wants to do, and develop more of a narrative for my game, and so on and so forth, and just think about things. I like to take my time. This is like You know, I enjoy this bit, especially the role-playing aspect. Sometimes, like I said, pretend I'm a junior officer or whatever, an officer cadet or something in the Prussian Logistical Corps, and I've got I'm work. You know, I've graduated where I'm allowed to set up the ward table for them when they come in and start yabbering away. You know. Yeah, I love this rickety old table. Yeah, the top is not connected to the legs. It kind of like goes down. People are always like, "Whoa, what's wrong?" I'm like, I love it. I love it. It's just reminds me of some like old ship, just creaky and wobbly, and it's ridiculous. Okay, we're at about 6 minutes. I think that's all right. I'll just do a little bit with the camera, but I think that's about it. I think you're getting the idea. I'm just going to slowly get across and put on different colored beads. But as you can see here, I want to also get an idea of, I'll zoom out again. I think that's the best way to go. Just take another little idea, a little whatever. Yeah, but I think I'm going to have a really good time with this. That's it. I'm zoomed out as much as possible. Oh, I don't know the slow fast. I wonder, that means I can slow down, I guess, the panning and the movement. Interesting. Let's try that. I'm going to go, so that's fast. Oh, zoom fast and zoom slow. I get it. Ah, okay. Interesting. Like I said, I haven't even looked at I just quickly looked at the menu, but I was like, okay, it's pretty simple. I just plug it in and connect the whatevers, and off I go. And right now I'm just using a USB input, but it was a little bit finicky. It didn't seem to like the overhead connector, but that's because it's a pretty long ways away. But I was getting, well, like I said, I was trying to, there. Let's zoom over. That's the next thing to start working on. Like I said before, I really got to, oops, I'll get out of the thing there. Oops, I'm trying to still learn with this bit here. I can zoom in quick. Yep. I got to start working on that. Look at this. This is going to be awesome. That's pretty far away, well, relatively speaking. Getting pretty good. Wow, nice one. Oh, that's excellent. I'm very happy. That's, yeah. Oh yeah, this is going to be sweet. This is going to be sweet. Now I hit the home button. Poof. It does all this crazy ass shit. Boink. Alright, I think that's it. I'll go and hit the stop button, but I'm pretty darn happy with this. And I'm excited to find, it'll be nice to get it overhead and start doing some really good stuff. Alright, see you later.